And what is up, everybody? You guys are tuning in to today's episode of Binge Buddies. Point wherever you like, Manny. It doesn't matter. What's up? I am your host and producer, co-guy for the day.
Co-guy.
And of course, we have the other co-guy, Manny, over there, dude. What's going on, Manny?
Nothing. I'm happy I'm not mirrored anymore, guy.
I know, that was really freaky, me, dude. I felt like I was like in a
We were-
Stanley Kubrick movie, dude.
Yeah, that was straight, like,
Mhm.
messed up.
Yeah,
messed,
like that.
Twilight Zone.
Like literally, dude, like that dolly shot going around
Just
when they're walking,
round
and
and
the whole set's moving as the dolly's moving, but the guy's walking.
But they don't even know.
and
you
they
don't even know. And then everything's
dude.
good.
Everything is not good,
No,
dude.
it's not.
Unless you're tuning in right now, because it's fucking sweet
Then it's
Tuesday
fucking
night here,
good.
2 for Tuesday. As we will. I just want to see how that wide shot looked off the rip, dude.
Off the rippity rip.
It seemed like it kind of worked for a little bit,
It
dude.
works. I like it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'd say so. Oppo, the little Oppo
Oppo,
taco, as they would
Taco
call it, dude.
Baco.
But we're just messing around with some few things. Do mess around with some people and stuff, dude.
Yeah, we're here to mess.
We're here definitely to mess around. We're here to mess around with you guys. We have a great show for you guys
We do.
tonight. We're talking Last of Us, obviously chugging along here, season 2, obviously with the Polar Pop
Oh God, I'm back, baby.
XL. You were still ripping the DCs,
The what?
Coke Zeros,
Oh,
or the
yeah.
Diet Cokes.
The
Coke
DCs,
Zero.
Coke Zeros, the CZs,
CZs,
baby,
dude.
the
I like that.
CZs. Yeah, man, Coke Zero just tastes better.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I like all of them. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're all pretty solid, dude.
You got a nice cup there. I should have that cup right now.
Coke cup, club
Yeah.
soda inside, lemon.
So much club. They let them into the club.
It was so refreshing and delicious. I downed it. Don't even know it left, dude, before
Down,
the show.
down.
Pre-show downage. So we got Last of Us. We got a nice little rock movie coming out. A24 trailer just
That
dropped.
rock.
Smashing Machine. Of course, some rapid fire news. And hit you with the YouTube video of the day. Maybe a little DVD, VHS
Pick
action
ups.
on this Tuesday for some pick'ems, dude.
Pick them up. Pick them up.
Pick them up, put them down.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick up some comments, I think, right now, because we have quite a few
We got a
here.
couple. We got a
All
couple.
for Michael Buchter, who's been all over us today, dude.
All
What a
over.
conversation I had with Ernie this morning on the sports board. Good shit, Ernie.
Was Bert here?
Bert and Ernie, dude. That's actually funny. Haven't
Was
made
it?
that joke to Ernie yet. I'm gonna fucking get him
You better.
with that joke,
You
dude,
better.
because he dishes some jokes. I mean, hey, where's your buddy Ernie, dude?
Yeah.
Tony, tell Manny my history with Manny. He wants me to tell you his history with you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's
I hope.
historical.
Please talk to me about it. Let me know what history I have.
Well, in 1912, the assassination of Franz Ferdinand
Yeah.
really caused a lot of distress.
In Puerto Rico,
In-
I know. It was crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
Ferdinand
my
really
God,
messed us
dude.
up down on the island, man. It was crazy.
Absolutely, dude.
So nutty.
And then Michael Buchter, Lilo and Stitch live action's coming out. I hear absolutely,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
They had I think a little teaser for. We watched it here.
Yes, we did.
And I have high hopes for that one. I think that's one of the live actions that would
100%.
slap.
Well, have you heard the news about Disney?
No.
They have put a halt to a lot of the new remakes.
Really?
Yeah, they're not going to do I think because of the whole Snow White debacle,
Mm-hmm.
they've put a hold on Tangled,
No
which was
shit.
supposed to be coming out. I believe Tangled, yeah. And I think they've decided they might be, ditching the idea of live action movies based off of the cartoons. But
Okay.
in additional news to that, I also heard or read, I forget where, that they are planning on bringing back the 2D animation, some of the actual drawing animation that they were so famously known for back in the day. And I think that'll be fucking awesome because it's gonna bring. I think it's gonna pull people back a little bit.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna slow people down.
Absolutely, dude.
And let them just fucking the story's gonna be the main point. You're gonna
Right.
really get into it. And either way, dude, some of the guys now that can draw with
Impressive.
technology
Yeah.
now, it might not be straight up. It might be a little bit more like a tracing over certain, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but it's a cool idea.
Mhm.
Almost like going back to vintage film. And
Right.
it's,
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
cool.
That is cool, dude, because it is. I mean, obviously it's tough when they're doing these remakes and stuff, but it is cool, I guess, for them to recognize that the direction they're going in is not great right now
That-
for their fan
Yeah,
base.
well, I mean, there's
At least
it's
the
like nonstop,
older,
yeah.
again, the kids watch whatever, I guess.
yeah,
But
well, I mean,
know.
I don't think RJ's enjoyed any of the newer real time or
he
real.
prefers the old stuff.
Yeah, he'll
That's
watch
great, dude.
like Lion King.
Mhm.
won't sit there and watch the newer ones, but he'll sit and watch the original.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Right now he's been watching Lilo and Stitch nonstop, so I can only imagine. And again, we watched the trailer or the teaser, and it works because of who Lilo is,
right?
And aliens and how it matches up. And he's not a real thing,
right?
So it's not hard for our brains to be like, oh, how could that be in the real world?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be sick, I think.
I think at least they'll end out on a good note, I suppose, right? And
That's
it's interesting to see what they do with the animation too, because like, you know, obviously they've been still ripping, like, I guess like Looney Tunes, for example, right? I mean, I don't like that new animation that they have because it's a little, I guess, 3-dimensional but it's like kind of not. Yeah, like it's kind of weird to describe. But obviously, it looks nothing like, again, like you watch, like even like Space Jam. Like even like the animation in Space Jam is like closer to the original than what it is now. I guess you could say
it's not X-Men 97.
No, it ain't X-Men 97. Exactly,
they didn't really go full, and it's a shame. But I get it. I understand. You have the technology now to make life easier and cheaper.
Yeah, totally.
In the sense of,
but I mean, I don't know. I mean, if anything, X-Men 97 should be seen as an example. Again, 100%. At this point, Disney product. That, you know, maybe they're like, oh, like this is kind of working.
Yeah, but we say Disney product, and each one of those, I remember reading also about this. It was just like, you know, Disney owns everything, but each one of those has its own separate thing, and for that reason. And I don't think the top brass really tries to.
The Disney family?
I don't think they try to do something with this company that this company is doing because they think it'll work. Because it's
like
not going
Lucasfilm is Lucasfilm kind of over there. Marvel's over there.
You're not going to hit the
ESPN's
same
over there.
Yeah.
Manny's over there.
I'm right here.
Manny's hitting it, though.
Dude, I'm hitting hard.
Wow, Michael Buchter coming in hot, by the way. Some good juice, dude.
Yeah.
Good evening, Brian Barnaby. Shout out to Michael Buchter, that is, and chain restaurant owners nationwide. Again, to bring in more of the talk we had on the sports port. Michael Buchter is a heavy patron at Applebee's.
Oh boy,
went there last weekend.
They got some good sales going on.
Eating good in the neighborhood, exactly. Dude, the deals, dude.
What's the new deal? It's like two meals and a dessert.
Yeah, it's like the 2 for $20 or something. You get an app and a dessert as well, dude, which is kind of crazy to be honest.
We should go there right after this.
Dude, that would be actually sick. To be honest, the last time I went there, I did the old. I think it's like $30, all you can eat, like riblets, chicken tenders, and popcorn shrimp with fries, and you just ripping plates all night, dude.
All day.
So it is like a sweet deal, but obviously, we talk about the quality.
Yeah, but you know. Every once in a while, you just need that.
Brian Barnaby wants to know our favorite chain restaurants, if you had to.
Chain
restaurant, not like a fast food chain.
No, I know.
That's kind of tough, dude.
It is.
I mean, I guess like growing up on Staten Island, there was an Arirang, hibachi, Arirang. It's like a Benihana, basically. We had a Benihana too, but no one went to that. So I guess that would be the closest like chain restaurant I would pick.
You know what?
Applebee's is good though.
You know what I would choose?
Hibachi. What?
Cheesecake Factory.
Ooh, shit, that's a good one, dude.
Because you can fucking get anything.
Anything, dude.
Anything you want.
The fucking Buffalo Bombs is where I used to rip there.
Dude, their turkey club is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And then the plate is the size of like 4 heads.
Ooh.
Okay, dude.
Brian's is Outback.
All right.
Yeah.
Outback.
You know,
haven't been there in years.
It's really tough though once you actually like eat a real steak.
Yeah, no,
You're
true.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, the Bloomin' Onion's good.
Yeah.
I've gotten a burger from there too.
You know what? The Bloomin' Onion can be hit or miss. If they fucking leave that too greasy and you're like,
true. I've never had a bad experience, thankfully.
I've had a few. But I agree that's a killer appetizer.
I had a bad experience with the Bloomin' Onion, but it was made by Jay.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, I mean, like, you know, it was his first time making it. You know, I think it was for a Super Bowl party or something, and he made like a dry one and a wet batter one.
Yeah.
I tried to air fry him.
See,
that's where you mistake. Yep. Okay, because you gotta deep
the sauce.
The sauce, dude.
I am a fucking sauce bitch. I love sauces, and that was one of my favorite sauces. It's so good. It's so good. Are you writing this down? sauce bitch clip. Make sure that's the first clip that goes out. I can see your fucking gears going. Like, where am I gonna put him calling himself a
fucking
bitch?
sauce bitch, dude? I'm gonna take out the sauce. I'm just saying, I'm a bitch.
I'm a bitch. This is gonna be a great promo.
I'm a bitch,
hey
dude.
guys, let's go. Welcome to Big Buddies. I'm a bitch.
Michael Buckta hyped about the steak. Yes, dude. And okay, Brian Barnaby says save it for the ladies, Michael. Barnes, we like the late night contact. That's what he's been all about, late night contact, dude. And then I guess Michael Buckta is especially attracted to those dirty blondes, you know.
The dirty.
Big Paige Buckers fan is Michael Buckta.
Oh, is that the golfer girl?
No. That's Paige Buckers is UConn basketball women.
Oh, I'm thinking Paige
that
golf girl.
fucking yeah, dude.
Funny enough, I did a shoot with her.
Oh, no kidding,
for
dude.
Sports Bet.
What the fuck's her name? She has like a weird last name.
Paige something.
Something weird.
She's actually
dude.
pretty decent at golf.
I bet she is, dude. She hits a lot of things.
Super nice. Super nice.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Like an absolute sweetheart. She was tremendous with us. We were shooting in a little bit more of a cold temperature, and she was a fucking trooper, man. She was awesome. It was for what the hell? It was for points bet. That's what it was. But yeah. Oh, there she is. Sporadic.
Yeah, that is her, dude. Sporadic, dude. Yeah, Brian knows all about that. I bet, Brian. Dude. Absolutely. Jay's texting me on the side right now about the Mets, dude. Sick. Yeah, dude got it on the side.
I thought he was pissed about the
Bloomin' Onion. That's right. I thought this right. I looked at it. I was like, oh shit, dude. He's like, dude, you didn't like my Bloomin' Onion. You never told me that. You never told me that, dude. Absolutely hilarious.
Well, now you know, live on Binge Buddy.
Yeah, that's right. And Brian Barnaby's been attacking Jay for like not watching Mets games, not really being a true fan. So Jay's been dialed in, dude.
Okay, he's in. Got it.
Dialed in.
And Mike's dialed in with the Knicks, so we're good.
He is dialed in with the Knicks right now. But we're on top of things, dude. Sports Sport tomorrow, 10 a.m. Manny's gonna be here, dude. With Paige Saranac.
Baby.
Yeah, dude. And the sauce. Don't forget the sauce, dude.
The Manny sauce.
We should do an episode at Outback Steakhouse. That would be sick, dude. I don't even know where one is around here. Is there one in Milford? Norwalk?
Possibly Milford.
Yeah,
if anything, Milford has that like chain right next to the mall or that road right next to the mall. That's all chains. Everywhere, so.
Or Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory is right down the street.
Yeah, Trumbull Mall. Yeah. That would be a good spot to do an episode.
Oh, Jay's back. Jay's back here.
Jay's back. Wait, what about my Bloomin' Onion? Yo, Jay, let's go Mets, Jay. Let's fucking go, dude.
There's one in Shelton.
There's one in Shelton for the Outback.
Oh, we're going. Guys.
That's sick. Michael Buckta did reiterate the Shelton one. He probably knows where all of them are, dude.
He's like,
every single one. I know the address, dude.
Yeah.
I call them constantly. The late night contact at Outback, dude.
You think they'll do some delivery? I would love some.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
I don't think so. Maybe Uber Eats, I guess. Maybe. Right? I don't know, dude. Doesn't really matter. Brian Barnaby also says Wilton.
Damn, we got some.
I don't know where Wilton is though.
We got some really, big fucking
Outback
fans.
Right yeah. Well,
they got some information.
Strip on the bobby. You know. Wait, hold on. Brian Barnaby says as well as. And the anticipation is
Wilton.
rising.
No, he said Wilton as well as, I think, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean something else is coming? Oh, no, I guess not. I can't with the ladies, dude. Yeah. The dirty blondes.
Borders,
dude.
Norwalk.
Borders, Norwalk.
Wilton, you said I have no.
Oh, it borders Norwalk. I'd come to CT for the Outback episode.
Oh,
says Jay
hell
Bird.
Yeah, you would, buddy.
Make a nice Bloomin' Onion, Jay.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get into the things here, dude. We got The Last of Us, episode 3. Big deal here for us.
Yeah.
Big deal here for everyone, really. Obviously this is the episode after episode 2. Joel, the 3-iron Brian to the neck.
Yeah.
Buddy. Okay, took the old 3-iron, snapped it, and then in the neck. So he went down hard. All right,
he was already down.
He did not make the cut. Let's just say.
No, he got fucking throat shanked.
The ball was shanked. Yeah. Okay, dude. Yeah. He was off the green.
See you later.
Completely missed, dude. So like I said, the episode after, a bit slow.
Yeah, it was. I think it had to be.
It did have to be.
Because, damn, for people who didn't play the game and didn't understand what was coming right off the bat of the second episode, I think the third episode was like a take a breath. Shit just went down.
Right.
Figure out. But I do agree. I think it was a transition episode, and we had a little bit more of like a dragging on because we needed to get a lot of information.
Right.
especially if you didn't know what was going to happen at the end of that episode.
Yes. No, of course.
Yeah.
So, you get some, like, obviously reactions of people, some closure with some characters, and obviously the next chapter of our story, which, if you couldn't guess, from the end of the second episode, it is going to be a revenge spot here. All right. With Ellie. We got Dina here on the side. Episode, again, starts off, I'm trying to remember, I believe we start off with, is it Ellie waking up? I think it is Ellie waking up in the hospital.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of just randomness.
Because I think it goes to the hospital, crazy, hectic
just things
hospital,
are happening and people are
right?
getting treated, and then she wakes up.
Or no, wait, no. It is, I think it starts off with Tommy with Nice and Calm cleaning Joel's body.
Oh, that's right.
In the house, and I think his wife is doing it first, and he comes in and relieves her, and he's just, oh, dude, and looks at his face a little bit. Oh, so tough.
Yeah.
And then we cut to the hospital, which I'm trying to remember if there was. I don't know if I'm trying to remember.
There was like things happening, like there was like the beds were up. People were crazy
because it was like everyone's in the hospital getting, again, the effects of last episode.
Yeah, because what you forget is there was a full attack on the city.
People died. Okay, dude.
And
people were injured.
We saw some shit go down.
And it was pretty intense, dude.
It was.
So obviously it was cool transition from the calmness of washing his body to the hecticness of the hospital, dude.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what they're putting down, dude. Yeah.
And then to her waking up, it was just kind of like, you're waiting to see what the deal was, because you also don't know. She woke up after what? Was she in shock?
Yeah, she was in shock. So she wakes up and immediately remembers the last thing she kind of saw there, Joel, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs, which was a good scene on her part, dude. I think it was some good acting there.
Well, it's not. It wasn't over. It was something that would happen. Like you would scream like that. You would have no like. You weren't trying to scream. It would just be the random noises that are coming out of you. And I think that was done pretty decently.
Jay Bird says that's where Alonso home run. Let's fucking go, dude. It's like his 8th of the year, dude.
Dude, number 8.
Maybe even more than that, to be honest.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because Liverpool won fucking Premier League, and that's all I care
about. I saw some fucking shit you shared about some guy who had an accent, English, and he was like, yeah, mate.
20.
What does that mean? Is that like...
We pretty much at this point are the best in England.
Oh, nice.
In general, trophy wise and everything.
That's pretty sick.
We just matched Man City with 20 Premier League trophies, but we also have more European trophies, which kind of.
So you're kind of better than.
Puts us up. This year's win was huge.
That's awesome.
But to bring it into Binge Buddies, they just put out a full documentary on the last year of Jurgen Klopp, and I can't find it anywhere because it's only specific to fucking England.
Does it have like an American release date, or
no? It doesn't. So I probably have to buy a VPN and get it from there.
Is it like an NBC product? Is it a Peacock product or
Amazon?
Oh,
yeah. It's only like you type it into Amazon. It's like you can't watch it in your region.
Like,
fuck you.
Yeah. You should just go there.
I will. I'm gonna.
All right, we're gonna, dude.
But Last of Us.
Yes.
Now we're back. She's awake. Then we start seeing then we start realizing what's about to happen is that she wants to go get these
Abby and the guys, fucking chicks, dude. And she's been in the hospital for 3 months, by the way.
3 months, yeah.
Like, time has passed.
Which is still weird. Again, how has she been in the hospital for, like, I don't remember anything happening to her that would have made her
out for that long. I know.
3 months, dude. That's like you get hit in the head and you're in you're in a coma.
Yeah, literally. That's like you're in a
3 months
coma,
of a fucking coma. Like that didn't explain much, which kind of it was a little weird.
But again, I guess they're gonna
was
rely
it 3
on more
months?
flashbacks. Yeah, it was that long, dude.
Wow, I didn't.
It was 3 weeks.
I thought it was less. Because then you get that conversation with
Dina.
All right, and in that conversation, she tells her that she knows the names, and of course Ellie gets pissed, but she kind of gets it, and she tells her, she's like, I didn't want to tell you because you'd rip everything out and try to go get him.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, and and which makes sense. And then she's like, then you realize that that's what the whole episode's really going to be about. It's going to be about her figuring out if she's going to go to, what was it, Seattle?
Wow, this ad I just got.
Chili's? Or
it is Seattle.
Seattle.
And it is Chili's.
Yeah.
It's the all new big QP, dude.
That's another one. It's another fucking trailers can be pretty spectacular.
No way you're getting that fucking burger look like that when you're there, though.
No
fucking shop.
Floppy.
But yeah, so she wants to go to Seattle.
Yeah, she wants to go,
and we're in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
So we're yeah.
But yeah, it gets interesting because you start seeing the real emotions with people, and you you realize what's his face, the guy that at that party that
that old guy
was pretty much like, ew, stop kissing, you lesbians.
That's right.
And all of a sudden he's like, yo, fuck these people, I'm on your side now. And you see these things happening, and you're like, you realize, and it's all looks. It's all these little looks. I don't know if you noticed it during that town hall meeting or whatever they're gonna call it, but it was very, very specific and like it made sense. They were cutting to certain people. They were giving these looks of you started to see who's on whose side and what's going on. You see the sigh of relief on Ellie's face, like relief / like, oh, he's not a complete piece of shit. Like,
and yeah, exactly.
He's got, of all people, he has my back right now. Like, weird.
And it was funny because we opened up with that guy who's like talking about fucking corn. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, I think we should plant some more corn. And they're like, Steve, can we just fucking like get to why everyone is here?
Stop it. He's like, but I don't care.
Yeah, but oh no, dude.
He's like, I don't care about Seattle.
Well, we need corn, dude.
Corn's faster than whatever the other one is, but the other one is.
I want some buttered corn on the cob.
But yeah, so they put it up to a vote. The only 3 people choose. The rest are all fucking that. Even though that woman, that woman does talk, and she's just like, hey, everyone died. The girl.
Oh, that girl who was like, it was my fucking brother. Okay, dude, and we're not going out for him.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything for him. So fuck you. Which is a valid point.
It is.
And she's like, we all love Joel.
The only reason we're following Joel is because he's the
guy. Yeah, he's our guy.
But she makes a lot of sense. And this is going to happen. Oh, and we skipped the part where Ellie talks to the therapist.
I don't like her.
Yeah,
what's her name?
It's
Glenn
weird.
or
Something's
Stacy
gonna
or
happen.
Tracy.
Something's gonna fucking happen.
It's also like, she is a new character.
She is.
She wasn't in the video game,
and she only pops up really, really in these weird spots, like when she's fucking sitting in the outfield watching a baseball game, drinking.
I thought that was a flashback, by the way. I thought like, wow, this is like 10 years ago, like where her son's game or something.
No, she's just sitting there in the outfield with a cooler, getting fucking hammered.
There's another thing. I feel like every conversation she has, she's like, yeah, I get high and I drink a lot.
Yeah,
like almost every conversation she has to say that. Dude. Like, what the fuck?
Now, like, I always wonder I've been wondering because
they
do bring up the weed a lot.
They do.
In all 3 episodes, we've seen like a talk about the weed. We find they go
Eugene Stash, the other episode.
Stash and that, but even before that, they're talking about the weed, and I think it's through the psychiatrist or the therapist.
Yeah, because Eugene was her husband.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah. So clearly, she gets a lot of pot.
So we're just sitting there being, I was like, why is that being such an important, like, big role in this? But who knows?
Sorry, I didn't find her name, dude. Therapist
Gail,
dude.
Of course, her name is Gail.
And it's like, I don't know, not for nothing, dude, but like we're about to embark on this venture. Like, why are you even being introduced? So, like something again, like something has to be.
I feel like we're gonna be going
flashbacks.
And I don't even know if it's flashbacks. I think it's just gonna be back to the city. Like they're gonna be. They have.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because you also have, you get introduced to Wolf. Right?
That's right, dude. Yes, the Washington.
Was that at the beginning? To the flashback of the
of the runners
in the woods.
Yeah. Was that
right at the beginning? I think that was the beginning.
I can tell you in a second.
I might be wrong. Yeah, no, right? Yeah.
No, that's Tommy cleaning the body.
So we get,
and then we have the opening credits, and then we go to the town, and there's the therapist.
Oh, so it's further along. But yeah, that introduction was weird because by the time I got to the end where you find the bodies of them,
you forgot.
I completely forgot.
Oh, dude,
that was. I was like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah,
how did they get there? And I was like, oh, that's right. Like they did a really good job of taking you completely out of that story and having it more.
True.
I think.
And those, that religious cult, which obviously they talk about at the end of the episode as well. That is it's a big part of the second game.
Well, I mean, it has to be. You see at the
Mhm.
end, like the final scene is them walking with 3 tanks and a fucking army full of people with guns and
dude.
armor.
Mhm.
Like, what? Like that's where you're going
They're
into
heavy.
this. Yeah, they're heavy,
Yeah.
and you're still. And I don't remember seeing where they were. Was that in Seattle?
It seemed like it was where they were headed,
Where
yeah,
they
which
were-
was Seattle.
Seattle,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which
okay.
again, that was like interesting to me too, where it's like a little bit of a fast travel there.
Yeah,
Like all of a sudden,
A lot of it's
you
been
spend
fast.
one night.
but that's the other thing we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Everything's been sped up.
Yeah.
Like if that really was 3 months, 3 months.
Mhm.
That's again 3 months, and I don't think we got any explanation onto why the fuck she would have been out for 3 months.
I was just, I'm like watching or reading this conversation they're having right now. She said weeks.
Weeks.
So,
So 3
maybe
weeks.
it was 3 weeks.
That makes
Yeah,
more
yeah,
sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
I can see
the
that
fucking
happening.
cookies.
Yeah, and that
fucking
relationship too.
cookies,
You
dude.
start seeing it's like, all right, like that's her partner now. That's going to be the thing. And later on,
Yeah,
you find
always in
out,
twos.
yeah,
always in twos.
and they have
dude.
that conversation. It's like, oh, was it a good kiss? She's like, nah.
Did you like that? You like that conversation?
She's like,
dude?
nah.
And she's like, nah, it wasn't.
But it was just a weird thing because she's like, oh, I already went back to what's his face.
That dude,
Yeah,
Asian
so-
boy Glenn.
Yeah,
It's
so I'm
not
like
Glenn,
sitting
I don't
there
know what his
going
name
like,
is.
all right, so what's the point of this fucking conversation? Is it just like we're seeing them be close and vulnerable? Is
Yeah,
that
I guess.
what the thing is? Like,
yeah,
or are they like together? Are they gonna be like? I don't know. And I don't know about that dude too either. What's his name?
this Asian dude.
Yeah, that dude.
Um,
Because it seems like he has her back, but
Yeah,
then he
but
doesn't,
it-
and then he's
like-
this, and then he's that. It's just like, I don't know.
yeah.
I
Again,
get what this whole episode was. You have to get there somewhere,
mhm.
but I don't know. It was just kind of like dragging information. It's like, come on, like let's get to it. Like I was very like when I saw the wolf people,
Mhm.
the wolf crew walking around, and that being the end shot. I was like, oh boy,
Like hopefully next episode we
Oh,
do get
boy.
to some more action. You know.
yeah, something.
Which again, we got a lot in the first two, not for nothing. We
Yeah.
got some good kills. We got some heavy zombie-age,
Yeah.
heavy infected dude. So
Different type of infected.
again, it's gonna be really interesting to me on how they just like flay this all out, dude.
Yeah, it was just so everything's been so specific to this
Mhm.
point that you kind of like. It's like we're there 6 months later.
right.
All of a sudden they're fucking pissed. But these people, Abby and them, get there so fast, find them, and then it's fucking like, bam.
Right.
And now you're just like, again, it's like we got emotionally sent up here. Now we have to go at least 50% down just to
right.
figure out where we're going.
Gather yourself.
Like how much, what other thing could happen that's going to give you that feeling of like, oh my God, this just happened.
Mhm.
It's tough because again, they're going to Seattle just to find these guys. Wolf crew is going up that way too. I don't know. I don't know where this is going, and again, I haven't played the game, so I don't know what the game looks like. But we'll see.
I mean, it gets pretty crazy. Obviously, listen, I enjoyed the game, but I just don't think that all this jumping around and the flashbacks translate well to the show.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny because like I've been looking like on our TikTok page and people were tight with what we were saying about the jump and stuff. Because like, oh dude, this is what the game was, But it's just like
good for the game. But
no, that's what I mean.
Like
the
you
game,
said before a
you
million
play it,
times,
dude.
you're playing the game.
Yeah, like you're physically in it.
I'm here watching it.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't like. I need something more, and I need more information.
Mhm.
That's again why we get episodes like this is
Right.
to really fill whoever doesn't play the game,
Mhm.
fill in that information in their
Yeah.
head so they can make it. But if you start jumping back and forth, you start jumping back and forth. That's confusing.
Mhm.
B, like you said, you can't tell what's a memory,
Mhm.
a cutback,
Yeah,
or the normal progression of the story. Like
Right.
you're a little confused there,
Mhm.
and it's just like, again, so much time gets put in between things.
Right.
Like time doesn't exist, distance doesn't exist.
Mhm.
It's like we spent a whole fucking season trying to get to a place,
Right.
and now all of a sudden you're getting to this
Now we're in
places.
Seattle.
You're
Yeah.
everywhere,
Mhm.
and you're like, you would have had to face something along the way.
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting because it is like you say, it does. I guess it does kind of build up
Yeah,
this sense of like drama, I suppose. Because you do have questions,
but that's after you
but
got
that-
hit with this
Mhm.
fucking enormous thing, and it's
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to get back into it. That's slow.
right.
You're just like,
Mhm.
my fucking body's like anxious,
Mhm.
and then nothing fucking happens. And you're like, I mean, seeing the massacre, you're like, oh, that was a crazy reveal.
Yeah.
But not, again, like you said, more things should have happened in between that time of them, not just finding this fucking massacre.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's interesting, dude, because like for me, it's like that drama that they're gonna build up, because again, they do reestablish the fact that Joel and Ellie were struggling in their relationship.
And the therapist brings that up a lot.
Yeah, they do hit on that with these flashbacks. They're gonna do that. But I don't know. Again, for me, it's like, having played the game, like there's really no mystery. Like, you tell me, I just know what happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm also thinking too, like Ellie, and then like those questions, like, oh, he said, you know, he saved you. And she's like, well, I don't think I've been saved. There's nothing to be. And like,
fucking liar.
But that's the other thing. It's like, you know, you look at it and it's not like, it's not good acting.
No.
She was
obviously being like sarcastic.
Yeah, and it was too. I
saved her. I saved her.
But you know, and then later on, when she reads the whole fucking
I saved her
script in front of everyone to be this isn't about my revenge. This is about blah 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 blah. It throws it off a little bit. I think. You know, and then you get the explanation from the therapist and Joel's brother, I think it was
Tommy.
Tommy. He's just like, well, he's like, are you prepared for whatever she's gonna do? Because that was not like real. I think she says, I forget what she said, but and she's like, yeah, I know that felt way too pushed. And why would you have to clarify it?
Right.
Like, really? Like, you know, she's gonna fucking go. She doesn't listen to anything anybody ever says.
Yeah, literally never.
What do you expect her to do? She's gonna fucking go.
She's gonna go.
Yeah. So I think, again, the over dramatization over menial like things, I think it was way too extra. Way too extra. It's kind of been a little too extra throughout this whole 3 episodes. I mean, whole 3 episodes, right? 3?
Yeah.
Around third.
Around third. That's right.
I don't know. It's not what I expected. It's also not terrible yet.
It's not.
Yet. I'm losing interest slowly.
Yeah, it's crazy to say that, because it is like, it does seem to be very well received, like around the community, I feel. Obviously people have their critiques. People still, their main critique is about fucking Bella Ramsey. Bella Ramsey? Yeah, that's her name. Bella Ramsey.
Abby?
No,
the other one. Yeah, again, she's.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I think she's a good actress.
I just find her a lot of the time. I just don't like her.
Yeah, no, I don't like her.
And you see her, and like you're supposed to, even when you don't like Joel, even when you fucking can't stand him because of the decision that he's making, because it is a little bit selfish, and I get it. You're still like, oh shit, it's him. With her, she does something. You're like, fucking, she deserves that. Fuck her.
Yeah. Exactly. Fuck this girl.
And she thinks she's like the toughest thing in the world, and she's not.
Like, you're not.
And you
you don't know anything.
Yeah, like, you know jack shit.
This was the problem with the second game too, because you were playing as her mostly.
And you're like, what the fuck?
And you're like, why the fuck? I'm fucking. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's just weird.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, shit does go down. Obviously, you got the cult coming in too. But again, the cult gets kind of crazy, because it's like they got this fucking cult out of nowhere, man. You have these religious themes.
But that makes sense in an apocalyptic style thing. You're gonna have that, and you see it throughout. You know, everything, every show, every movie, everything that has that, you're gonna find that crazy religious end. Because what else do you have to look for? Why is this happening to us? Well, we'll follow God, and He'll tell us how to fix it.
Yeah.
And that's, and you know, and it works both ways, because then you can do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Because religion tends to, you know, bring up crazy actions and crazy beliefs and crazy thoughts. And it's like an easy way to just have that group be the crazy ones.
Right.
But you can tell, like, they're fucking military-esque. They have 3 tank. Like, I'm like, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna be able to compete with these guys?
Well organized. Yeah, dude.
And they're also just all walking all willy-nilly through. Like, the whole time I'm going like, what if just that whole group of fucking dead just come up and fucking destroy all?
Oh, true.
Like,
it would
have been like nothing.
Yeah, very true.
So it's interesting to see, but it's also like there's so many more questions that I'm just waiting to get answered.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they will answer.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it does seem like that they are trying to push the story along.
Yeah.
You know,
but up till now, pretty spot on with the game. Like we're
yeah,
talking
for the most
80%.
part. I'm pretty sure that town hall thing never happened.
Okay.
Obviously, Gale is new, but everything else is pretty spot on right now. So I mean that's fine. I'm fine with that. Things are going well. Yeah. So we're on par.
I do like that the guy brought her the gun when they were like,
yeah, nice. Take the fucking rifle. Let's go.
Yeah,
boy.
This was better than yours.
It is. It was.
It was. But now I wonder, like, what's that guy's? Because and for me, you see certain characters and you go, "Oh, I know that actor."
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see like a movie and no one knows who the villain is until you see like this random actor pop up and you're like, "Oh shit, I know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably the villain in all this."
Yeah.
They're like well-known actors. He's one of them, so I feel like there's got to be something else going on with him.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because I mean that's two major scenes that have happened with him. Now, if that means that first meeting at the dance or whatever, New Year's, if that was just a path to get to him giving her the weapon and being like, "Yo, I'm on your side," blah blah blah, and that's it. Cool, but I feel like he's the only one that voiced his opinion.
Yeah.
Being like, "Yo, fuck all them other people. They're going to come back. They're going to try to, exterminate us. We got to be the ones that fight."
Right.
You need that person. Usually that's the person that will, butt heads with whoever else is trying to be like, "No, we're a group here. We got to take care of this, blah, blah, blah." So I'm intrigued to see how that goes, because now that we left the city, there's still some major players in the city.
Yeah. So you would think that we do at some point, like you said, come back to the city. I'm sure Gale would play a part in it,
Or maybe they're going to Seattle. Maybe they figure out, I don't know. They were able to defend the fort.
Yeah. Well,
they're once, and it wasn't the best.
No.
And they lost a lot. But still, they won.
They did win. But obviously, like, Tommy's gonna figure out that, oh wow, like Ellie and Dina are gone. Like, I wonder.
And that's the other thing too, is no one knows Ellie's secret.
Right.
The only person that
Tommy knows.
Does Tommy know?
I'm pretty sure Tommy does know.
Tommy knows?
Yeah, okay. I think Tommy knows.
So that's again the other big, huge storyline that we're like waiting on. It's like, oh, she's been bit, and she got bit again.
That's right.
In the stomach.
In like what, the first episode, right?
Yeah.
Of the season? Yeah.
Nothing's happened to her yet. Is that like?
Well, she's not gonna like turn or anything, right? And she covered the cut up. So,
but why would that happen? So like it's either did someone realize it when she was in a coma?
Oh yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know where we're at with that, because like why would that be? Why would you put that in if it didn't mean something else? Because like she's gonna get bit again. Now we had that conversation when in the first episode when she was just like, "Oh, I got bit. I'm immune." Blah 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 blah. Yeah. And then she gets bit again, and you're like, "Okay." What was the point? To show that she's still immune, or is there gonna be, with the evolving, dead, whatever the heck we're calling them. I keep on forgetting. Infected. I don't know. There's a lot of lanes to go through. At least not knowing the game. So
not knowing the game.
Yeah, not knowing the storyline.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I guess at any point, our guys could decide to take a left turn. I really hope that they do. Yeah.
And then you got to you're going to probably next episode, you have to jump into Abby, where the fuck they are now. What they're
definitely. Because again, like some time has passed. They're back to their home, like, like whatever.
Yeah. So,
yeah. We'll see. So we'll see what happens, dude.
All in all,
I don't know.
Okay episode. Knowing that it's going to be a transition episode, but.
Yeah. How would you rate this season so far? Like, again, not knowing the game, not knowing Joel's going to die.
Game, dude, for those first two episodes knock you on your ass.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
And it's enough to continue watching the rest of the season to figure out why this happened.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, how could this have happened so easily?
Right.
Because it is kind of crazy. It's a big twist. You just take out your main character in the second episode.
It is.
Boom.
Yeah. It's Game of Thrones-esque.
Yeah. So we'll see. I definitely I've enjoyed it, but like I said before, I'm starting to get to that point where everything starts getting questionable, and I'm not getting the answers that I am expecting.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know. For me, I'm trying to put myself in like when I watched Game of Thrones season 1. I obviously didn't read the books.
Yeah.
But people out there did. So I would think for someone who read the books, like, were they really that surprised?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not even that.
Probably
it's
not.
Just like you know the story,
right? That's what I mean. That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm
trying
to remember how I felt that time and how
it's like when you watch like a movie that is based off of real events. You're like, I know how that ended.
Right.
I watched it live, but there's always like a few little things that'll be said that you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's how they did it. And I think that's where we're at with this. And it's tough to make a video game into a movie well, and that's what we've been running into, is that they haven't been able to be done well. First season this did really well.
Did really, really well.
Can you
top it? Keep it going.
Can you?
You can top it.
I'll do it. I'll top it.
So we can be updated, I guess. Obviously every Sunday you'll be watching this. I don't know if Michael's gonna keep watching.
He gave up, didn't he?
Yeah, he's out to lunch. But obviously I will be. I mean, I mean, it is good. It's good.
Hey, I got my Sunday shows. Got my Sunday
Sunday host.
Mobland and Last of Us now.
Oh wow, dude! Yeah, nice little sweet Sunday lineup, huh?
Baby, I do. Monday morning's the best.
Speaking of the best, our fans, a couple comments in here. Derpy Entertainment says it's not good writing either.
Yeah.
And then he says, shout out to the generic polar pop drank, dude.
Baby, if you watch us, it's not generic.
Tell the people where you get that polar pop.
Oh, Mobile on the Run.
Mobile on
Which
the
is
run.
not Mobile on the Run anymore. I think it's like Special K.
Special K.
Yeah.
Cereal? No.
K Market. I don't know what it is. It's
the mobile
something. Yeah. The market itself isn't Mobile on the Run anymore.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's got a big K.
But it's like the same shit though.
Same exactly.
Oh, okay.
Different brand. That's
Big
all.
K.
Big K.
Big K. And then we have Nelson saying hi. What's up, Nelson? And then Michael says, I will keep watching. What the heck? I watched the entire episode. I didn't watch it to end even how it did. I didn't want it to end even how it did.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
I will say this. There was a point where I looked and I was like, oh my God, there's still half an hour left. Like, where are we going with this?
Where are we going with this?
And even though it really didn't end 30 minutes, it was like 20 and then like
because there's like 12 minutes of the post show, the directors, the producers.
That threw me off because I was like, oh my God, there's so much time. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? It's like oh, it ended 3 minutes later.
Yeah,
I know.
What did you watch the
No, I don't want to.
You fucking ass.
I don't want to.
Why? They talk about making it.
I know, but I like to watch that stuff all at the end and watch it through. I like to see all the stuff and really get it because I'll forget.
I saved her.
He saved her.
You're saving it for the end.
I
saved it for the end.
I saved it. Yeah, no, I'd love to be having shit, but
I saved it for the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. Well, you shouldn't do that. I don't know, man.
I'm not the biggest fan of hearing what the thought process was of that episode through them before coming here to talk.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Because then anything that they say, I'll be like, oh, that's what's the point of having a conversation with you about it?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't want anybody telling me what to think. I want to think myself.
Big think for yourself, huh?
I'm a big thinker for myself.
Wow, Keith Metzger, let's fucking go, dude.
He's
really late to the show. Better late than never. What up, dude? Binge buddies. How goes it? Let's go. How's that going so far?
Bro, we are 45 minutes in and we've talked about the Last of Us
thing, dude. I feel like Keith's got to be a Last of Us guy, dude. If you're not, dude, you got to get on it, dude. You would really enjoy it, dude.
I bet he's a fucking Applebee's guy.
Oh, yeah, I think so. And Outback.
Oh.
And Chili's.
Ooh. They probably give military discounts, bitch.
Oh, they definitely do,
100%.
Dude. That's pretty sick, actually.
I knew a guy, he got a fucking discount at Chick-fil-A. he would fucking go. He'd get everything like full meal for like 3 people for like $8. It's crazy.
You still know him?
No, I do.
Let's call him up.
He lives in Florida now. Awesome dude.
Floridian.
Trains dogs. No, he was in Jersey. At least when he went.
Oh, okay.
Army vet. Trains like
shepherds.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's good. He's awesome.
He's good with that. That's pretty cool.
Canine Gunner Tactical.
My brother applied for the canine unit.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
No.
It's so hard, you know.
I can only imagine.
It's like everyone does it.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to go to
dogs
do it.
Gotta like you.
And they're limited, dude. Yeah, exactly. You gotta train the fucking dude.
Yeah.
You live with the dog.
He should have just fucking hopped on a horse. Been one of them horse dudes.
That's wild, dude. Nice horse sound effects.
Yeah, I know, right?
I like that, dude.
We don't need fucking AI.
I can't do that.
Keithy boy, I watched the first season, not really into the second season. We don't have an Applebee's close to me, but hell yeah.
I used my discount,
baby. I knew you did,
God,
boy.
that's fucking hilarious.
I knew you did.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Mr. Military Man.
Angelo Benedetto in the house also says, "What's up, dude?"
Angelo.
Not much, just a couple of guys talking about The Last of Us, dude.
Party like a rock star, kick a little ass.
But we're gonna move on, I guess.
Move on.
Sunday episode 4, fucking figure it out.
We'll talk about it.
Let's go to studio episode 6. Did you watch studio episode 6?
Nah, dude, I talk about one I gave up on. Sorry, this is gonna be all you now.
All right, that's fine, dude. You did a good job so far. So fucking funny.
It's just funny.
Episode 6 of the studio, dude. This was, in my opinion, perhaps the best episode. And they are getting more like Curb-esque.
Oh boy.
Because he's just like really like a schmuck and
Yeah, I
a
know.
stubborn schmuck, dude. So it opens up with Seth Rogen, our character Matt, in bed with a lady, dude.
Ooh, little
Hey
lady.
now, and it's the morning after, dude.
Oh, what's up, my boy?
And they clearly just met, knew whatever, dude. She's a doctor, a pediatric oncologist.
Interesting.
You know what that is?
That's a child something.
You know what, dude? You're half right. That
I know
was
I
good,
am.
dude. I would hope
I
with
do
a
have a
couple
child.
kids, you would know
I
what the
know the
pediatrician.
pediatric
Yeah,
part is. The other part, I just don't. It's not.
It's also probably pretty good for you because it's child cancer.
Cancer,
Okay, dude.
Gotcha.
So she does child cancer stuff. So again, pretty like
Yeah.
high up there on the
Yeah.
depression scale
Compared to what he
he
Yeah.
does, and you know from the jump what's coming. Dude.
Like I don't even. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you know he's gonna make. Yep. And then of course now, and actually, which is really funny, which I'm sure people don't notice, but they're in bed, they're watching a movie, and it's all like, oh, she's really watch movies, and he's like, oh my god, this is MK Ultra, this is the series I produced, like this was my big thing.
This is my guy, right?
This is MK Ultra 4, dude. Okay.
4.
And she does like, oh my god, I guess I'll have to watch him, and it's classic like guy into movies, dating girl doesn't watch movies. Oh, add to the list. How many movies is that? 47. And we all know they're never gonna fucking watch the movies.
No one's watching.
No
That's
one
the
fucking
thing
does
with
that,
those
dude.
type of people, and I love
Mhm.
them because I love movies too. But goddamn, man, just like movies are movies. We
Movies
get
are
it.
movies,
We
dude.
get it. We get it.
And it's funny because they have a movie playing on the TV
I
to
bet.
be MK Ultra.
Yeah.
And it's that movie Push. I don't know if you ever saw Push
Yeah.
with Chris Evans and Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
It is that movie.
That's brilliant.
And they're playing it off as MK Ultra, which is pretty funny. I've never really seen that before.
Push, dude. I forget the storyline to Push.
It
It was this. That was the weird time where they were making these like Covenant.
yeah, exactly.
You remember that?
Superhero esque.
Yeah, like you have some type of
power.
powers,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
What was the other one?
And that one really ripped. There was what's the other one?
Was it Wanted? Was Wanted one of them?
No, Wanted was Spin the Bullets, the Assassins.
Which is yeah.
Yeah. There was one with numbers, right? Wasn't there 4 and 7 and 1? They all had powers or something,
Yeah.
dude.
What the fuck was that one?
I don't know.
But yeah, in that general.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
dude. So, and this is a great movie. I'm kind of surprised they used it.
Yeah. I kind of want to
Um,
go watch Push.
I know I was gonna put it on tonight, but we already had good movies on, I
We do,
guess.
we do
So,
have some good ones.
in any case, dude, I just thought that was kind of interesting.
So they're in bed.
Little
This
Easter
movie's
egg
going
shit,
down.
dude. Yeah, dude. And then we cut to work now, and they're producing a movie. All right, and this is the cameos that's hitting. Johnny Knoxville's in it. Josh Hutcherson too. Hunger Games.
Got it.
Fucking pita bread boy, bitch.
Peanut bread boy.
He paints himself with the fucking rocks like an idiot. God, Bridge to Terabithia.
That Terabith.
Friday Night at Freddy's.
Oh,
He was in something else. It doesn't matter anymore, dude.
It does not.
Fucking doesn't. Oh, Johnny Knoxville's producing this movie. It's a comedy satire about like it has to say it's I guess it's making fun of like misinformation in the medical field specifically across all media platforms. So again, the connection, medical field, media, dude. And since it's Johnny Knoxville's a comedy and it's like a zombie apocalypse, but zombies infect you by shooting their diarrhea at you.
That makes sense.
Very
Johnny Knoxville.
Hilarious, dude.
Yeah. Very jackass.
And so there's that thing going on, and they're dropping the final trail for approval from whoever tonight. But he's like, oh, like Seth Rogen's like, I got a date at this gal with this new girl I'm dating, and they're like, oh wow, what does she do? And they're like, oh, he's like, she's a pediatric oncologist, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing with a pediatric? Do you even know what that is, dude? And they're making fun of them because they have nothing in common. Whatever, dude. Again, the allusion to what's coming down the road here, but they're making funny and they curse and shit. Catherine Hahn, whatever, looking good. And then we cut to, let's go to the fucking gal. He's like, just call me with updates. So we already know that he's juggling two fucking things like an idiot. All right. So he goes to the gala, and it's obviously everyone's a fucking doctor. And at first, everyone's like, wow, this guy's a breath of fresh air because he's like a movie guy. He's not a doctor. Everyone here is a fucking doctor, and he's not a doctor. And of course, the conversation starts to hit where it's like, oh, like I have a high pressure job, whatever. And they're all like the doctors at the table, like, you don't fucking know what pressure is. Like they were kind of rude to him, but he's just doubling down.
See, that's why I can't do it.
Really?
It's the same thing with Curb.
Yeah. Oh, you can't do Curb?
Dude, I tried. I think it's just too awkward of situations that people are put in. And it's just like, I don't enjoy watching someone squirm like that. It doesn't give me excitement to see someone like having that big of a problem, mainly because I don't understand why you would have that big of shut the fuck up. That's it. Just shut your mouth.
I don't know. See, I kind of like that though. I think it's fucking hilarious, dude.
It just drives me nuts
because he keeps going back to it and say how he compares it to art, whatever, and he makes people happy. You guys save lives, but I make life worth living, is what he says, dude. And then, dude, it's so fucking funny because at one point, obviously, like, she is doing a good job with like understanding that it's a tough situation, whatever. But at some point, she's like, "Hey, you gotta shut the fuck up! Like, stop! Why are you arguing? Whatever." And he's like, at this point, I think that we're just gonna be one of those couples that just don't respect what each other do. Okay. And then she's like, "You don't respect curing cancer, dude?" And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, you cured cancer? I must have missed the headline. Let me buy a pack of fucking cigarettes." Like, oh, dude. I started rolling. It was fucking hilarious.
I bet.
And they're at this fucking table, and it's an auction, of course, dude. And the dudes at the table are betting on this fucking golf trip to Ireland.
Oh boy.
Scotty Scheffler, personal lessons, whatever, dude. And they're betting the auction, whatever, dude. At this time, him, Seth Rogen, and the girl are having this conversation. They're heated. Okay. And then she's like, all right, just forget it. Just have a good time. I want happy Matt. Like, we'll be fine. Okay. Let's just stay in the moment. Okay. And he gets in the moment and like they're at $100,000 and they're going once, going twice with the guys. And he goes, $200,000. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, well, I'm living in the moment. Like, this is like, it's the auction. I got caught up. You guys talk about golf. I want to go golf. Like, I'm down to go golf. And then everyone's really upset with him. And then she's like, hey, you better apologize to these people. All right. And give him the fucking golf trip. You didn't golf. You didn't golf. You didn't golf. So he goes, gives him the golf trip, whatever. But then again, just goes right back to it. I just want you, I'll give you the golf trip if you tell me that my job is as important as your job. And then everyone starts arguing again. What the fuck? She tells him to fuck off. He runs away, falls, breaks his finger that way. And he's like, oh shit, dude.
See, but like, again, it goes back to like, it's the same fucking thing as episode.
Oh yeah, two. Yeah, the one with the long shot.
Oh shit, blah, 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 fucking gotta get out of here. Like, I feel like that's all it's been.
Yeah.
It's just like he fucks up and he's got to get out of his spot.
Yeah, that's right. All right, fine. Fuck you. I think it was good.
I think the style of the show is good. I think the idea of the show is good. I think it is way too fucking just that weird, awkward feeling. It just takes me out of the whole show.
Mhm.
And then when I hear you talk about like it's predictable. That's my other problem. Fucking predictable. So this guy has this problem. You
Yeah,
know,
I guess
every
it is
time he
kinda
goes on
predictable.
set,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to do this thing. Every time he has a discussion with someone, he's going to have this fucking awkward thing that he's going to be like, no, fuck that. I'm blah, 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 blah. It's like, how much more of that is this season going to be?
That's true. Probably every episode. But I don't know. It's just like for me again, like to go with the curb thing.
Where are we though in the storyline? Like, have we had a storyline?
No, we really
or is this
haven't.
still
Honestly,
just like
since then,
a day in the
Like,
life
again, like,
every time.
yeah,
of
we
it?
haven't seen Bryan Cranston. We haven't like the fucking that Kool-Aid shit. Never
Yeah.
like whatever happened with the Kool-Aid shit. I haven't heard about that. So it does seem like unlike Curb, there isn't like an arcing storyline necessarily, and everything is brand new. But maybe they're doing it on purpose because I'm looking at this episode and I'm realizing that like you could really, in theory, watch any one of these episodes and not
By
have to
itself.
watch any other
Yeah.
one. Yeah. And they're like
And
again,
that's
like
the thing with
28 minutes is this episode. 20
Yeah.
minutes, like you're ripping.
and Curb, like the reason Curb made sense is because that's the whole point of that show.
Right.
Is him, and the fact that we know for a fact he is just like that in real life.
Right.
And then you're also following that from Seinfeld.
Exactly. Yeah, established already.
You're already going. Now you
Yeah.
start this show where when you started watching the trailer, the whole point of the show was that he was just kind of like thrown into this role of this fucking Hollywood scene where you're the top guy and now you
Right.
have to take care of everything. And it's like none of that, like they're just sprinkling in movie stuff trying to make but there's no story. They're bringing in all these fucking stars, but there's nowhere where we're going. What are we going to go? It's either he's going to fucking have to get fired or he's going to fuck something up or he's going to pick the best thing ever that no one cares. And then it becomes this huge thing.
and he's the man.
And he's the man.
Yeah.
There's your two lines. I from what you've explained, I don't think I've seen or I've heard anything else that you would go. Like you said, we haven't heard about the Scorsese thing. We haven't heard about the Cranston thing. We haven't heard about like so much shit that's gone down.
Fuck the studio.
So I don't know, man. I haven't heard much from many people about it.
Neither have I, to be honest.
You know, it kind of lost its allure, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Is it done? No.
Huh?
Is it? Was it a weekly thing or?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. So it's not done yet. How many episodes?
Another episode coming out tomorrow. I don't know. Let's look it up.
Where are you at? You got to.
This is episode 6.
So we're probably either looking at 8 to 13. Anywhere in between that range. I'm gonna assume 8.
10 episodes. Fuck you, dude.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. 10 because it's half hours.
Yeah, half hours. So I don't
yeah.
know, dude. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. Again, I mean, we got 4 episodes left, so
And like you said, it is a half an hour show, so it makes sense that they're going with that because I guess you can take that a little bit in less stride than like an hour long of that.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So-
if they dragged it on for an hour, it'd be
rough, you know.
It'd be rough.
It'd be rough again.
That's all right, dude.
City girl.
I'm enjoying it. All right, it's making me laugh. I was laughing a couple times, dude. And if you make them laugh, that's what they say in the song. You know, make them laugh.
Make 'em laugh.
Make them laugh.
Mm.
Speaking of making them laugh, Keith Metzger says I use it at Lowe's and at Home Depot all the time.
Moving
We're
on.
moving on. His military discount, that is. His Push is a good movie. Not great, but good, he says.
Yeah.
I would categorize it as great, dude. I think Dakota Fanning was really good, and Chris Evans, obviously. And I forget the
Great though.
yeah, I would say great. It's an
You know what?
original story.
We need to do something. You know how fucking what's his face does his pizza reviews?
Oh yeah.
And they're very specific. You don't get 9s a lot.
No.
I think we need to go to a system like that because I think the way he said it, I think it was like 8s are like you have to travel to, and it's like one of the best.
Mhm.
70s, you can travel to and do it. 60s, you don't travel to. Like, and then go like that. We have to figure out a thing because
Yeah.
sometimes we're like so
Skewed.
drastic on some
Yeah,
of
I mean, I was trying to base off of 5 being unwatchable.
these. I don't think a 5 would be unwatchable though, because you've
mean,
watched some crap before. And
Yeah.
you would probably be like, yo, that's like 50, that's like shit. That's like not that. You would probably even watch something that's a 30%.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, sure, but like, 60 is failing, right?
Yeah.
So 50 is like unwatchable.
Yeah, but that's in the I feel like that's more like a grading system of that. Like, I don't think you can do that with.
So what would unwatchable be? 30, 25?
I would think so. I would think somewhere in that section. I think that's like the ultimate shit is like maybe 1 through 30, and then 30 through 70 is like. I think this is a good movie. It's watchable. It's, you probably won't watch it twice type thing, and then 70 plus, maybe you're looking into, you might watch this more than once. You might buy this. You might go to the theater to watch this.
I'll buy it.
You know what I mean?
I'll fucking buy it.
I think we need to do
both
that.
had big D's.
That's our
All right, so we'll critique the.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree with you. Push, but
the
push,
scale, dude.
Again, we also throw in like, was it a box office hit? Was
right.
It,
but I'd go see that in theaters. Like if it was re-released in theaters, I'd be like, yo, I'd go see that in theaters.
I don't think so.
I would, with the girl and the guy
No.
and the fucking mom,
No.
the division,
But again,
the guns.
speaking of that,
Mhm.
I was listening to a podcast today talking about the Return of the Jedi. Was it Return of the Jedi? No.
Revenge of the Sith.
Is that what the
third one was out? Yeah,
that
yeah,
just came
theaters, yeah.
made a lot of money?
That John is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No, it's crazy because they were talking about it. It's like, dude, that's pure profit.
Yeah.
And the theaters get 50%.
I wish I'd go see it right now, honestly.
Pure profit. It made 40 to 60 million.
I think that sounds about right.
Something around. I forget the number.
It
was
Mike telling me.
It was. I think it's 40 domestic plus like 17 international.
Yeah. I think
something like that.
Yeah.
And it. I mean, again, it's free. There's no advertisement needed because they've already paid for the movie. Literally,
right.
They are making pure profits off of this. And I think, and they were talking about this, saying this could be the way that you revive theaters a little bit more, is doing these exclusive things and then bring them out.
Yeah.
And they were saying like it'd be a smart idea if you don't have a blockbuster movie coming out this weekend, just put something that came out 20 years ago. Make that the release.
That would be sick. I wonder if if theaters have the right to do that.
It won't be the theater. It'll be the
the distribution.
Yeah, whoever has the distribution rights. But again, because there's no overhead on this at this point for most of these movies, that's how the theaters are getting 50% of this, because it's pure profit.
Pure profits,
which is huge.
Schmoffits.
You're telling me like you get to put out, and again, you put out all these 20-year anniversary
Tarantino
ones.
Night. Yep, go for it. The original Tron.
Yeah,
Let's
they've all made money. All
Tron
of
Legacy,
those,
even, dude.
Yeah, everything, dude. Back to the Future they put out.
Back to the
made
Future,
money.
dude.
All these Goonies they put out every once in a while. They just had, I forget
Mr.
what,
Magoo.
20. They had the 20th anniversary. Aren't they doing a new Goonies too?
I think they are, dude.
Yeah. And they're calling the 80s or the 90s generation the Goonies generation now.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Yeah, they're bringing that up now.
That's stupid.
Thank you, TikTok. Fucking everyone needs labels.
TikTok, motherfucker. Keith reiterating for Push here. It wasn't a bad movie. I watch it whenever it's on, or there's nothing else on.
Yeah,
it's like the movie Jumper. I like that one, but it's not the greatest. But see, I would think Jumper is a great movie.
No, none of those are great movies.
No. That's fucking bullshit.
None of those are great. Like, again, what are you considering a great movie? Like, see, people will say fucking any classic movie is a great movie.
No. But see, I think you're confusing. Like,
is Jaws a great movie?
No, Jaws is like one of the perfect movies ever made.
All right, so let's see what else. Is Star Wars a great movie?
That's an awesome movie, amazing movie, spectacular.
All of them?
No,
so
I would say
which one is great.
Which one is great?
Yeah, which one do you consider great but not spectacular? Like, that word maybe is what throwing me off.
I would
say good in that range.
I would think that episode 1 is great. I would think episode 2, good.
Is episode 2 Jar Jar?
No, episode 1's Jar Jar. Episode 2 is Attack of the Clones with Camino
and Jar Jar.
Jango Fett. Well, Jar Jar's in there, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Could have taken him out. Another failure.
Whatever, dude. Speaking of failures here, Manny.
All the failures.
Nah, dude. Let's go to our fucking smashings.
Are we finally getting to the trailer now?
Dude. Yeah, we gotta fucking dial it in here a little bit, dude. Smashing Machine here. Okay, what the fuck, man?
I just watched this too.
What, the trailer?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would you watch it, dude?
Because I didn't know we were watching it until I looked up and I saw it on the screen.
Oh my gosh, dude.
No, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this because
this
like, oh my god, the transformation of the Rock is crazy.
I mean, is it not?
It is pretty fucking nuts.
All right, let's fucking focus. All right, dude. Please,
Dude, I've been focused.
dude. You've been
I've been
focusing
polar
on the
pop
D.
fucking thickest.
All right, let's bring people in here.
Hit me.
Just you.
Super
Bang, and then a little bit of bang right there, but a
Ooh,
little bit
the
of bang
double-
right there,
Oh, ching
dude.
ching, 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 ching,
But
ching.
do I want that bang
I
right
don't think
there,
you want
dude?
that bang, dog. That's a good bang. No.
No, I guess this is the bang we were using.
Why would you make me bigger than that?
That's
People are
what
trying
she
to
said,
watch
dude.
that, dog.
No, people want to see your reactions, dude.
No one wants to see my reaction.
No, they do.
No, they don't. Play it. Ooh,
Oh,
there it is. That's
no, I'm gonna
better.
fucking play it, dude.
No, that's better. No,
Haha.
Probably looking at my eyes.
What the fuck is happening?
I can't hear
How
anything,
did that
dude.
happen?
See what happens? System settings. He's getting so mad. Oh, yeah. Pause it. Sound. Going through the Nike bookie. He's got to go through the US ball.
Stay fun. US balls.
Probably looking at my eyes.
How did that happen?
Well, have you ever heard of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC?
That's the bloody thing they're trying to ban.
This guy is the best he has ever seen.
Do you hate each other when you fight?
Absolutely not.
How do you know Mark Kirk?
Oh, we go way back. But he's a buddy of mine.
Come on, baby. Too much?
Never.
Too much?
No.
Please welcome in his octagon debut, Mark Kirk! Winning is the best feeling there is. It's 40,000 people,
Yeah.
and they're cheering you on. There's no other high like it in the world. No contract, no money?
No man.
Do you have any stronger pain medication?
Advil?
Advil?
Yeah.
Don, would you like
No.
some? They're handing them out like candy. Let's all get in. Everybody get in. Hey, Don, can you take this picture for us?
Yeah.
What are you thinking at the beginning of the fight?
It's simple. Am I going to hurt him before he hurts me?
Yes, there were times, I'm sure
This Grand Prix to crown the greatest fighter in the world. He has come back from the brink. Let's see if he can pull out a victory over Mark Coleman.
Have you spoken to either about fighting such a good friend for a life-changing amount of money?
I faced it all.
I just need you to let me in.
I took the bull.
Always about you. Only about fighting
It's
you.
about you. Let's fucking go. Big strong man. I love you.
I think he wants your autograph.
Sure, no problem. No fighting.
Oh, whoa.
Luka
Oh,
Doncic.
sorry. Excuse me.
No, I don't know any information on this guy. I'm intrigued.
No, neither do I.
I think I just looked him up. I mean, The Rock looks just like him.
That's
made
fucking
him,
wild,
They made him
dude.
pretty spot on. Like at first, I didn't know what this guy looked like, and I was like, man, it's specific that The Rock was chosen for this. And now I see this guy, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Looks just like him.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
And
dude.
more
I
the
mean,
size was I was really more thinking of. I was like, man, it's tough
is
because
he really that big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude was huge.
I mean, you see all the other fighters that are just as big as The Rock, it seems, right? So,
well, you always think like everyone talks shit about The Rock is pretty fucking proportional for his height
oh yeah.
and for what he is.
Mhm.
Like, there's nothing super special about him. It's not like he's on fucking crazy amounts of illegal drugs and stuff to get himself to that point. Like, he's like 6 something, 260, 270. Like, that's a pretty solid,
Yeah.
doable thing.
Mhm.
Now, yeah, the whole age thing and everything, but I don't know, man. It looks pretty spot on. This guy's huge.
The movie looks fucking amazing. I think
I love the look.
I love the look.
I love that weird, and
It makes me think of The Wrestler, to be honest. A little
It
bit.
does. It's very raw, very
Mhm.
and they used there was one shot I love because it looked VHS It
Yeah.
looked like a VHS
Mhm.
shot. I was like, damn, they're using that. They're using a lot of
Mhm.
like this
Like
reality
vintage,
show, but like
yeah.
vintage reality show
Yeah.
almost. Like you feel like a fly on the wall.
Exactly.
The way the camera
And-
moves and everything.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Emily Blunt looks great.
I
too.
love Emily Blunt,
Yeah.
dude. Like Oppenheimer.
Yeah. I just watched Sicario again, and she's amazing.
Oh
in Sicario.
my god, dude, amazing. She's
Yeah.
a great actress.
She's awesome.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yep. Everything, and she again, one of those actors that she's been in so much, and yet everything that she's in,
Mm-hmm.
you remember her for that character.
Exactly, dude.
It's
Devil
not-
Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just like, okay, cool. Like
And she's come a long way from that.
very long way
Mhm.
to create-
Basically, the Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
creating beautiful things and
Mhm.
being, Academy Award nominee,
Kick
whatever the hell
ass.
it was.
Yeah, dog.
She's awesome.
She's great.
And I think she's gonna. I mean, it looks like they play. They work well together.
Mhm.
It looks like the movie has some storyline to it where I feel like The Rock at first, when I first watched it, I was like, oh man, and then I started realizing more. His voice is definitely different. He did change his voice a little bit, which is what was throwing me off at first. I'm like, is that this fucking The Rock? Like I couldn't
Dude.
separate him. And then I forget what he said a line in there. I think it was when he said, "Oh, so there's no money," something like that. And I was like, "Oh, there's the voice of his character and not him."
Mhm.
Like, and there was a few times that I saw him and he looked different in each one.
Very
of those
different,
seconds. You know
dude.
what I mean? So it's like, okay,
And not for nothing. I mean, I can't think of many movies where he has been looking that different.
yeah,
You know?
he can't. He's too
So-
distinguishable.
But not in this. And
In
he
this
looks
one, he
fucking
looks-
so different, dude. Michael Thief agrees. By the way, looks great. He says,
Yeah, look up Mark
um,
Kerr. Put him up.
Mark Kerr.
Like that. Like, look at him.
That is him.
He's
dude.
huge. That bottom right photo where you actually see his upper body a little bit,
Mhm.
that's it. That's The Rock.
That is The Rock, dude.
Like
Fucking huge.
he's enormous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Side by side.
The nose is a little bit different. The nose is flatter on
Yeah, what are you
on
gonna do?
Kerr than on him. But overall, man, I think it was a good decision. Now I hope that dude,
I mean,
he's
that
fucking
outfit.
huge.
Yeah, exactly. Was exactly what he was wearing.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. It's like it's a cool story. It's a UFC story. It's
Mhm.
something that we haven't seen really, other than like random like fight movies that you're kind of like, I mean, Warrior was good, all the Never Back Downs and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that hasn't really been a great UFC movie, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Or any type of fighting, cage fighting. They don't call it UFC because
yeah.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always like cage fighting.
Yeah.
But this is the story about him. And again, Pride and UFC, like he's fucking badass and he's enormous. But again, I don't know the story, so it's kind of cool to go in not knowing and seeing how they do it. Because then I'm
Mhm.
definitely going to do research after and be like, who the fuck was this guy?
Yeah, dude.
He's a savage.
You have to wait, unfortunately, dude,
I will.
because the movie's gonna be hitting theaters October
There
15th.
you go.
No, dude.
Later than-
October 3rd.
October 3rd.
October 3rd, right there. Bang.
Bang, bang,
Okay, dude. Bang, bang. Look at the bang, bang.
Look at that bang.
And an A24 product. So I mean, it seems that they're putting a lot of stake in it, and not for nothing. For A24, The Rock is a big name for them.
Yeah, I don't
you
even
know?
think it's a big stake. I think it's just like, I think this type of story and this
Mhm.
look is
Yeah.
just the A24 style.
No, yeah, but in terms of them, I mean, they were. I guess maybe you can argue now that they are a bigger market production company, but in terms of budget and box office,
Yeah,
like Civil War, like every movie they do has been breaking their own record. You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah, of
slowly
course.
kind of getting and building themselves up
Yeah.
here.
well, it's because I
Um,
think they give and they've said it before. They give the creators of these
Mhm.
movies a little bit more carte blanche to do
Yeah.
whatever they want to do because they're bringing
Right.
in these good stories and
Mhm.
it's they're trusting the creators, they're
Yeah.
trusting the director, the cinematographer, they're trusting people to create something different.
Mhm.
Because Hollywood is just all the fucking same.
Yeah.
And like you just said, like Civil War, great. Like all these
Mhm.
movies, they're fucking great movies.
Mhm.
They have meaning behind them. The
Yeah.
stories are there. It's not just like, hey, let's put on fucking. And it's bringing back people like what's her face in
Kirsten
in-
Dunst. Yeah.
You don't see her that often.
No.
And you bring her into this like serious role. This
Hey now,
and she does great.
phenomenal.
So, and you're taking The Rock.
Mhm.
What the fuck has The Rock been in that you're like, yo, he's a great actor and he does really good in this? You don't really. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything that he's been in that I was just like, oh man, he's a great actor.
The Rundown.
No, I don't think any Ballers. He did okay. The show.
Pain and Gain.
No, fuck Pain.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, but that was so goofy. Just like
You're goofy.
He's playing himself. He's playing a fucking big dummy.
That's what he does in every fucking movie.
That's what I mean. Is like this is the first time we're seeing him a little bit more.
What the hell was that other movie with the Rundown was with Sean William Scott, I think,
yeah.
and then what was one with Knoxville? It was
Standing Tall.
Standing Tall, yeah, dude.
Yeah, again,
those two
terrible,
entertaining movies.
No, they weren't.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to this one, dude.
Where would you put it? Where would you put it? 50s, 60s?
I mean, it's definitely watchable. So, I mean, generating our new scale, I guess, yeah, like it's probably high 50s, 62.
See that to me that makes sense. It's that's an okay scale. That means like you can watch that. I could watch it again.
I'll watch it a couple times.
It's usually on TBS and TNT.
It is,
you just sit there and watch it.
You fucking sit there and you watch it, dude. I'll be watching you watching it.
You watch me watching it.
Let's keep moving on here, dude. Because we had some things to get to here. And let's just do it, dude. Rapid fire news. Let's go, baby. I didn't have it set up, but it's okay, dude. Oh, dude. Of course, this segment of Rapid Fire News is brought to you by Beef Octane. Check it out, dude. I bet Mark Kerr had some beef jerky. Okay, dude. Certainly Stephen Kerr does.
Definitely.
And so you can get some jerky, beefoctane.com. Summer's coming out. Maybe you go to some hikes, whatever, dude. Good snack on the hike, on the road, in the mountains, in the what's? Beef jerky, dude. So go to beefoctane.com. Check them out. Ton of flavors that are all delicious.
Nice.
And Downtime TV discount code 10% off, dude. What's up, bye?
What's
up, but then, of course, dude, let's go, dude. Thunderbolts, dude, a summer box office movie that'll be out soon for the summer. Debuted, theaters, critics, the reviews, debuted with a 95% Rotten Tomatoes score. Second highest of the MCU movies here. First being Black Panther. I've seen obviously a lot of trailers for this movie. I've read some articles. And not for nothing, dude, I'm pretty fucking hyped for this movie. I think it's gonna be great.
Okay.
Florence Pugh, amazing. Harbaugh, right, as the fucking Red Star Man guy.
Yeah, the dude from Stranger Things.
Yeah, you can say that. Hellboy.
Right,
he's awesome as well, dude. You have Sebastian Stan, obviously reprising Bucky here, as well as some other characters we're introducing. And it's got that Suicide Squad feel. And again, I just think that it seems like a really good movie. If you're under 13, there may be scenes unsuitable for your child.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Bang, dude. Bear, season 4. What's up, dude? Apparently, supposedly, somebody confirmed the release date, June 15th, 2025, dude, which is approaching.
Right around the corner.
Like a little bit over a month and a week. Let's say a month and 2 weeks, maybe. Month and 2 weeks, we'll say. 43 days.
I'm interested.
I'm very interested, dude. I'm intrigued, even. You have my attention. I'm hyped.
More intrigued than interested. You're going into a 4th season.
What does that even mean? Yeah, that's right. Explain that to me.
Intrigued means that I'm interested in the thing, but I'm not like hyped for it. You know what I mean? It's the interest isn't there. I'm just kind of like, all right, you did 3 seasons. You're pushing some limits. You're going to a certain spot. Can you recreate the magic for a season 4? Or is there going to be a dip somewhere?
A dip?
It might be a dip.
I really hope there's no dip, dude.
We'll see.
I'm a big proprietor of the Bear.
I know, me too. I fucking love it. I think it's great. I just don't know how much more of this storyline you can go without hitting some speed bumps.
Yeah, dude. I'm worried about that for every show all the time.
Yeah, but this one's like been solid for 3 seasons.
I know, it's kind of crazy, dude.
You're pushing. Like it's not easy to make 3 solid seasons.
They talk about the Bear in the studio.
I bet.
At the table of doctors, never watch any movies.
But they've seen the Bear.
One was like, I'm more of a TV girl. Have you seen the Bear yet? Fucking hilarious, dude.
Love it.
I said word. Ain't never told no lie.
No lie.
Next up, dude, speaking of A24, they have a new movie on the horizon. It's going to be called The Riders. Okay. It stars Brad Pitt as a man I forget what he's doing exactly, but he's established himself, wife, kid. They go on an individual vacation, just the two of them. He still has to work or something like that. Just the kid comes back. Wife is gone. What's going on? We don't know. But Brad Pitt's in it. Director is Edward Berger, who directed Conclave, dude. As you know, Manny enjoys Conclave. So I think this is going to be pretty cool, dude. Brad Pitt, I believe it's going to be slated for November, like end of the year stuff, sort of deal. But it still fucking sounds sick. And again, A24, we mentioned it, the bigger names. I mean, again, the upper echelons, Kirsten Dunst, whoever the hell is in Warfare,
Brad Pitt
The Rock, Brad Pitt. We're getting high up there, man. Who's next?
I don't know. But Conclave's gone up viewing like 300%.
Really?
Well, the Pope died.
So that's happening right now, like in real life.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, those numbers shot right up, which is insane. Like
that is kind of crazy.
It's crazy, like how something so like just an event can change. Like this movie is about this event that's happening right now. All of a sudden, like what timing? What absolutely ridiculous timing. Right. And it being a good movie too. I think a lot of people are going to be a little bit more surprised by the end of it, but
it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Definitely surprised by the
They're
end
going to be like,
what the fuck, dude? Is this what they're doing in there right now?
Yeah, exactly. This is what's happening. Let the Pope
let the Pope do. Well, that's a rapid fire news. There's just a couple 3 feet. I don't know. We'll 3-pack that for you, boy.
3-pack.
And I guess that'll move on to our YouTube video of the day. YouTube video of the day. Of the day, dude. And I'm pretty pumped for this one, dude. Oh, let me put that graphic out of there. That's not the right one. Bang, dude. So I know I was kind of like scouring, really wasn't sure. But then this video dropped in my lap, dude, and this is a good one. Okay, dude. Have you ever heard it was a Barstool product. I believe now he's on his own. Sunday Conversation with Caleb, the dude with the long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking hilarious. I'm pretty sure he has his own, like he owns it and he's on his own, I think now.
He's genius.
He's absolutely fucking hilarious, dude.
It's like an updated version of Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, no, it really is, dude. Because it's smart, it's edited really well too. And
his characters, it's genius.
Genius, dude, is right. Yeah. And it's so funny because this popped up on the thing.
I think I just watched this one.
Oh yeah,
I just.
So, dude, we're just, I don't know, we'll show a minute of it, but honestly, it's 8 minutes of pure gold.
Yeah.
So, and I recommend that, he does Tom Brady. He just did, I think, like Lindsey Vaughn or something like that. So he gets some good names. He's done, not Shannon Sharp, bad timing. Oh my God, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith was so funny, dude. He was like asking him if he was like, did they call you Little Stevie when you were a kid? But in any case, dude, let's just we're gonna watch just a little bit of this. It's fucking hilarious. Cody Rhodes, I figured you'd like it. WWE, what's up? And I will say, by the way, Cody Rhodes is a great personality. I've seen him on other interviews now. It's just popping up in my feed.
Yeah,
he's like a cool guy.
Yeah,
it seems down to earth, games, obviously successful. The family lineage and stuff. Why, you don't like him? You seem like you're kind of like,
no. I mean, I think the character,
it
hasn't been one of my favorites. I mean, I can't really say much about wrestling in general since probably the Rock era, like the original Rock era. So I mean, I didn't even watch Cena. I didn't watch Batista. I didn't watch.
Wait, really?
I wasn't in that. I was in
that was my thing.
Once the Attitude Era finished,
okay,
I was pretty much out. I didn't watch as much.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Batista,
you missed a little bit
Cena.
of good stuff.
What's the other one? Who's the other guy?
Triple H? What?
No, who does the RKO?
Oh, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Missed him?
Didn't
see that's him. That I feel because that's what I ran into. I ran into Randy Orton's first match, 24 years old, youngest heavyweight champion ever.
Yeah, that's when I was off.
And then they were and then they brought back Generation X with Shawn Michaels after that. Dude.
Yeah,
Eddie
I mean,
Guerrero,
I wasn't there for
JBL.
that. Yeah.
That was good times, dude. The early Rey Mysterio ladder match for the custody of Dominic.
Well, yeah,
Edge,
but that was I mean, I was watching Rey Mysterio on WCW.
Yeah, before,
I was watching, Edge and what's his face with Gangrel as the whatchamacallums. I forget what they called themselves. Nation of Domination, dude.
Yeah, something
Farouk
like that. Domination.
No, that was
Nation
was
Domination.
That was a different group. That was the Nation of Domination, which was Farouk. It was D'Lo Brown. It was The Rock for a while.
That's so funny.
When The Rock turned heel for the first time, I think it was. It's great, but like, yeah, I lost interest after that. It wasn't. It went a very different direction.
Yeah. Well, it does seem to be coming back a little bit.
Very much so.
So, and I think you're gonna really enjoy. You would enjoy this entire 8 minutes.
Yeah, I watched
for sure,
a few.
dude.
I've seen clips on TikTok.
Watch the whole thing.
WWE champion Cody Rhodes.
That's right.
Wrestling should start with an R, no?
Wrestling should start with an R?
WWE wrestlers are
amazing.
American.
American. I'm American.
Lucha Libre wrestlers are
traditionally Mexican.
Sumo wrestlers are
Japanese.
Fat.
That is true.
So you're not fat, are you?
I am not.
What if someone wants to become a wrestler, but they don't have the right genetics like you do? Should they still do steroids?
I would stay away from steroids and PEDs.
Of all the steroids in the entire world, what percentage of them are in your body?
That's a great question. 0%. Zero for me. I've been part of WWE as long as they've had a wellness policy. It wasn't always around.
Yeah, Vince McMahon, is he headed for Hell in a Cell?
He is not headed for Hell in a Cell.
Probation?
I do not know.
You got a touch of the tism, huh?
Him too, I forgot.
Tism? Which tism?
Nepotism.
I am a.
All right, we'll finish there, dude. But yeah, of course, and then dude, yeah, Glenny Balls dressed up in there, dude, is great.
Yeah,
absolutely
he cracks me
hilarious.
up. He cracks me up. But it's funny because that that line when he's like, "How many steroids are in
your
you?"
body.
It literally just reminds me of Matthew McConaughey and fucking Galifianakis. So how much of the budget was for weed?
Yeah.
How much of that are you on right now?
Oh my god, dude. It really is. It's good. And
he keeps a straight face. And I mean, the editing is brilliant.
Yeah, the editing is great. Quick. The timing is good, dude.
And again, it's one of those things. It's like, dude, so obscene. It's so obscene.
So obscene, dude.
But it's hilarious.
It's 7 more minutes of hilarity.
And people, dude, and that's, and you know that it's a good thing and it's a good time and it's fun because of the people that he has on.
Exactly.
Like
everyone's into it.
It was the same thing as Between Two Ferns. Like he fucking had President Barack Obama on there.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Wild.
That, you know, and it shows that it's entertainment. And it's funny. And it's like people that don't take themselves seriously and can enjoy themselves.
Exactly, dude.
Because that's all it is. It's
never
like,
take yourself serious.
Yeah, never.
And that was your YouTube video of the day. Obviously check him out. Sunday Conversation YouTube channel. Good sub, whatever. Help him out. Why not, dude?
Do it.
He puts in good work, dude.
Do it.
And I guess that'll bring us to VHS DVD pickups, dude. We didn't really have many this week, so I'm ripping the ones we have on in the studio, which I haven't talked about yet.
Yes, sir.
And we did get a new TV the other week. So
new TV. Man, we finished 3 movies at the exact same time. They're all on their
they're on their credits right now.
The credits.
And you know what, dude? I'm fucking smart with that shit. All right, thank you very much, dude. First one, dude. We're going classic oldie goodie Sean Connery. Goldfinger.
He's disarming the bomb, right?
Great song. This is classic Bond. You watch this movie, like if you watch the old James Bond movies, you like literally get a script for Austin Powers, by the way. Like verbatim, some of the lines are.
It's brilliant.
Like you literally, it's like, and there's a scene where it's like, what do you want? What are you trying to do? I expect you to die, which is exactly what Dr. Evil says to Austin Powers. If you're, but you know, this James Bond is a little rough on the edges. Like, dude, I'm not for like the first 10 minutes, he treats women pretty horribly. I'm not gonna lie, dude. But it's fucking hilarious.
I bet.
So bang, watch that, check it out. Goldfinger, the box set, awesome, great stuff, dude. Next up, M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan ding dong.
Signs.
It took me a while for me to realize that that's what that was.
Okay, dude, you got fucking Mel Gibson,
beautiful.
Joaquin Phoenix,
beautiful.
Even I believe there's a young Culkin.
Is there really?
Not
Macaulay.
Not Macaulay.
The Emmy and Oscar winner.
Why am I bringing on his first name, dude?
Oh my god. Who's gonna write it down first? Culkin.
Ian. I don't know why Ian is coming to my
Culkin.
head. Doesn't matter. The Culkin. Okay,
Kieran.
dude. Kieran.
Thank you,
Kieran,
Michael.
baby.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Michael. So this is a great movie. I would say one of like M. Night Shyamalan's where like it was back in the day we were slapping.
There were literally only 2.
And yeah, it was. I mean, in my opinion, it kind of is just this one.
Sixth Sense was just revolutionary in the sense that
Yeah, I guess so.
that's about it. But yes,
was
that one. I'll put that one number 1.
Ripping it.
100%.
Ripping it. Next up, dude. This is a movie that you talked about, spoken about.
Oh.
We've even seen a scene because of you in it.
I've done
Christian Bale in Equilibrium.
I love this movie.
This movie is fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's been on, dude, in the studio.
My best friend.
Action. What's
My
up?
best friend was like that dude that had the mom that watched all the weird like independent movies when they first came out. So he would always be like, "Yo, you need to watch this movie." I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's the one that introduced me to Boondock Saints.
No shit, dude.
I was like, "What?"
You get that feel a little bit with this one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Sean Bean's in it too, dude. Yeah. It's sick, dude.
It's a fun one.
Next up, you're not gonna like this one, but I had to put a Pokemon movie on. So bang, Pokemon Destiny Deoxys. I will say, dude, because the new Pokemon movies, we're talking like going a little bit downhill. I think this is one of the last newer good ones. With Rayquaza, right? Is this big green dragon? Obviously, Deoxys is this one. That's like the legendary special Pokemon, the adventure dude.
Yeah.
It's a sick
one
journey.
of those things I never got into past certain.
The Johto region.
I don't even know what that is, dude. The only
Kanto is the first.
The only
one.
reason I'm learning about them is because of the new games.
Oh, the new games are sick, dude. Yeah, figure it out, dude. Honestly, like
sort yourself out, dude.
Sort it out, dude. Sort your life out, mate.
Your life out.
Next up, I want to put a show on Buffy, first season, dude. I know they're doing the remake. I will stand by. The remake is not going to be good, to be honest.
No, it's not.
It's not going to be good. I'm sorry. This is great though. Check it out. It's fucking weird though, but the DVD, the special features, they do it right with the special features back here in the day.
Fun. It's a fun show,
It's
man.
just fun time, dude. And then ending. I don't really want to end with this one, but this is totally fine. Rookie of the Year, dude. Always starts on a little sports movie. This one's great. Gary Busey.
When he wasn't a fucking
The Rocket, okay? Yeah, before the car
he lost his
accident,
fucking mind.
unfortunately. And then, of course, you know, little kid, break your arm, heels weird, throw a ball 100 miles an hour.
He throws it from the outfield, right?
Yeah, because they throw a home run and he throws it back.
I either watched it in here or I saw it on TV the other day.
And the Cubs, who, you know, again, Chicago Cubs down in the dumps, will take the fucking kid.
We'll take the kid.
All right, dude. So it's a good movie, man.
It's not No Angels in the Outfield.
I honestly I never really enjoyed Angels in the Outfield that much. I would put this ahead of it, dude.
Bullshit.
You can bullshit your life.
Bullshit.
You can't bullshit me, dude.
Such a beat.
That's it for the DVD VHS pickups, dude. A couple comments here on the way out. Michael Tifo, thank you. Yes. Renee, Shamalama Ding Dong.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
And then Michael says our Pokemon collection is so elite. It's crazy. Not even just for the shows, but for our games too. We have Yellow over there. Obviously, I got every single one past Yellow, basically, dude. Diamond and Pearl and Ruby and Sapphire and fucking Black and White and Sun and Moon. Arceus,
Diamond,
Violet,
Violeta,
Shield.
Shield. I'm a shield. Shielder. Shield.
So that was a great job there. Good job on the VHS pickups. Keith in here also on the way out. So speaking of M. Night, the movie Trap with what's his name? Josh Hartnett. Yep, he's in the new movie Fight or Flight. Fight or Flight, dude.
Fight or flight. Fight or flight.
Fight or Flight.
2024 movie.
Mercenary. Mercenary takes on the job, tracking down a target on the plane. Must protect. People trying to kill them both now.
Look at that hair.
The bleach blonde, dude.
Doing it
Kind of
right.
Interesting. Directed by James Madigan. That name sounds kind of familiar.
Very. Why?
Because he directed Iron Man 2. No, he didn't direct it. It was
Meg.
visual effects. He was a second unit AD. Okay, for the Meg.
What's directed?
Runaways. He's directed nothing.
Runaways was. What was Runaways?
It was nothing, dude.
No, Runaways was something good.
Runaways,
No,
Marvel Runaways,
No, never
dude.
mind. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
see,
of
it's
something
nothing.
else.
You're thinking of nothing, dude. Nothing.
There's a movie.
Sharon says Shamalama Ding Dong for
For
sure.
sure.
And Michael says yes, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium 2. What's the other game?
Sure. We need to talk about
Howard the Duck. I don't think we do need to talk about Howard the Duck.
He popped up somewhere in a movie.
Really?
Randomly.
Howard the Duck.
Yes, I swear to God, and I can't remember what it was. I was like, oh my God, is that Howard?
I think he should stay in that movie and never in that 1989 movie
baby
with Leah Thompson, which was so odd, dude.
Yeah.
So odd. Check out the new movie Weapons.
I saw the trailer for it.
Trailer looks good. We watched
went
the
to
teaser,
school and then they disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everywhere.
He likes that shit, dude.
Disappearing people.
He does. He makes the people disappear typically, dude. Yeah. But I guess that's pretty much it, dude, for the night. I mean,
I think it is.
Ripped a good 90. I'm exhausted, dude. Got no sleep last night. The allergies kicking my ass, kicking your ass.
Are finally
bi allergies. You got bi allergies?
Yeah, they're bi.
They're bi.
They're super bi.
That's sick.
Men,
dude.
women, everything. Don't worry. No, I finally feel like semi-normal until I probably walk outside and then I want to blast my whole face off.
It is brutal, dude.
It's
like I take showers at night now, and I don't typically do that,
dude. Before the show, I had to wash my entire face. I just splashed. Like this beard's just holding pollen, I think.
Oh, definitely, dude. The stash is the same thing.
I know, but I just freshly trimmed, so I'm like nice and clean up in the mustachio business. I don't got the thickness like you do. The thickness,
dude. I got that thickness, dude.
Dude, we gonna see you next week. Watch everything. Let's go.
You back in Tuesday?
I hope so.
What you do tomorrow? You coming in tomorrow?
We might in the morning.
All right.
But I might be here till.
And Thursday, Friday, you're gone.
Thursday, I have a shoot. Friday, I gotta figure something out.
All right, cool. Because I want to finish that edit.
I know.
And then get to the coloring.
Yeah, no, you can send it to me. I can do it at home if I need to.
You can fucking send it and I'll do it, dude. You shave your stash.
You
dude.
shave your face
fucking
hole.
Stupid stash.
Shave your face hole.
Shave that Monday, which was yesterday. What's up? I want to thank everyone here for tuning in, dude. If you haven't watched The Last of Us, please check it out.
Get on it.
Obviously, if you enjoyed this episode, you can watch a ton more of Binge Buddies.
So many more.
On our YouTube channel, Downtime TV, merch, downtimetv.com. There's some pretty sweet stuff on that website in terms of like tie-dye t-shirts, regular t-shirts, hats, phone cases, laptop cases, whatever you want, dude.
Get some of that
Check
shit
it out.
For the summer.
Tank tops.
Thank you, Toppies. The
socks.
hats are my favorite. The hats are my favorite.
Manny loves the hats, dude.
I do.
And yeah, I guess we'll be back here. Zach's in studio tomorrow, 10 a.m. Brian, myself, and Zach, Sports Port, the double dip tomorrow with the gaming corner, Indiana Jones, you know the deal. And I want to thank everyone here for good night. I hope you all enjoyed the episode and you go out there, you'll watch something. Warfare's out there in theaters, still episode 3 as well. Check it out. We see you on next Tuesday. Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing. Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out. I guess we're Tony here from Downtime. It's probably Sharon on the internet. He's probably doing some crazy stuff. Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. Good night, everybody.
Good night.